Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you folks doing? Welcome everybody here to another edition of Hold the Rope. I'm your host, Conman167, and it has been a little bit since we did our last Hold the Rope here. But if you don't know what we do here, we cover all the news, rumors, and everything going on in the wacky world of wrestling right here on the Conman channel. So great to have you guys all back in here. Thank you for tuning in today. I do not believe that notifications have been sent out whatsoever for this live stream. So make sure you guys are just sharing this show around so that everybody and your mother knows that we are live. But welcome everybody once again to Hold the Rope. I'm your host, Conman167, and let's just jump right into this thing, everybody. I know what you're waiting for. I know what you want to hear. It's time for that Conman certified roll call. So who do we got in here today? We got Christian Vega. We got Endrit Emery. How you doing? Jordan Curley up in here. We got Freddie Bone plus Bonette. How you doing? Keith Wallace, we got Seth Vanderloo, Andrew Kyle up in here, we got Aled Thomas, Waleed Hijaz, The Broken Bot, how you doing? Andrew Kyle, B. Gillis is up in here, Tyler Crawford, Janelle Jackson, welcome to the live stream. We got Pug Boy is under your bed. Wow, you better not be under my bed, I don't want to see you there. One more core, David Hodges, and let's say a final hello to DWC and Kevin the Tack Daddy. How you doing, man? So, everybody, wrestling news, right? Wrestling news, but here's the funny thing. We're going to start things off with a little bit more than just wrestling news. Even though it is WWE related, it is actually related to the video game called WWE 2k20. And where we're at with this, everybody, is we've got some very exciting news. So, right here, let's just jump right into this thing. Boom. All right, everybody. So, Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, is officially going to be in WWE 2k20. A lot of people are wondering if Bray Wyatt was going to be there with this Fiend character, or if he was going to be more of just like, you know, a downloadable character in the future, or maybe not at all even in the series. Bray Wyatt, however, is officially going to be a part of WWE 2k20. So here we go. It is called the Bump in the Night Pack, and it's essentially the spooky horror type of DLC, I guess you could say, but it's not necessarily a DLC because it's the pre-order bonus. So let's just read this out right now. So the WWE 2k20 Originals Bump in the Night content, the Fiend Bray Wyatt as a playable character, and then you also get a new WWE 2K showcase, which is apparently an alternate Swamp Father version of Bray Wyatt, as he's amassed otherworldly power, becoming an embodiment of the swamp itself. He lures Finn Balor into his compound to recruit Finn's demon into his group of powered superstars, which he calls his family. Finn is forced to fight in a series of matches against members of Wyatt's family until finally the power within Finn Balor is unleashed. Exclusive commentary brings this story to life. Commentary. Don't know why I said commentary. Whatever. We're also going to get some more Story 2K Towers up in here with The Fiend, Fed Up Sheamus, Nowhere to Run, so Twisted Nikki Cross. We're also going to get the Swamp Father, like we said, from Bray Wyatt there. Can Daniel Bryan avoid becoming one of the Swamp Father's thralls? Oh, wow. And Mandy Rose is also going to have a Survivor gimmick, apparently, as well. But here we go, everybody. The final characters that everybody's going to get to play with this pre-order bonus: the Fiend Bray Wyatt, the Demon King Finn Balor, the Swamp Father Bray Wyatt, Frankenstrowman, that's kind of cool, Wicked Aleister Black, Unleashed Apex Predator Randy Orton, Fed Up Sheamus, and then two mystery versions of WWE superstars besides Mandy Rose and Twisted Nikki Cross. The arenas that are going to be in this DLC as well are Wyatt Swamp Arena, Cemetery Brawl Arena, and the horror-themed Creation. Don't know what that means. Bunch of Creative Superstars parts are going to be added in as well, and a whole bunch of other things. So everybody, that is some exciting stuff. If you are wondering what the price, however, of this pre-order deluxe bonus, if you will, so take a look right here. WWE 2k20 Originals options. All 4 WWE 2k20 Originals included. So this is the deluxe edition. So for $90, I believe it's US dollars, which is normally a $130 version. Or you can get the 20th edition anniversary of Smackdown WWE 2k20, which is essentially their big box thing that they normally have. It usually comes with a bunch of stuff. We'll read it further here. But that is available for $130 from WWE whenever this goes along. There's also a la carte options. So there's the standard edition pre-order, which is $60. So essentially everything that we just read right there, you are able to get for $60. And the pre-order will essentially include the Bray Wyatt and everything like that, which is kind of cool. So the pre-order, like I said, includes the Bump in the Night package. And then you can also get the 2K20 Backstage Pass, which is $30. And yeah. And then there's essentially all the packs right there that you can see on the screen. You can read for yourself if any of that interests you. I see some people asking me probably what am I going to get. I don't think I'm going to get the 20th edition anniversary one. I would have to look into that really closely. Most likely I'm probably going to get the deluxe edition, as that is just probably the direction I'm going to move in. But everybody, let's talk a little bit about the King of the Ring tournament. We've got some new news on the King of the Ring tournament. As you guys are aware, announced this past Monday Night Raw, the return of KOTR, King of the Ring. It is one of the most entertaining, awesome tournaments in wrestling history. It has created superstars across the board. People like Edge, Bret Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, King Sheamus, King Baka. Everybody and their mother who has become a star in this business seemingly has won the King of the Ring. For a long time, it was the launching pad for a lot of superstars, and we are going to be getting it returning this Monday, the start of the tournament. So everybody, there is more news though on the King of the Ring. We have now got an announced spot for the semifinals of KOTR. It is Madison Square Garden where the semifinals are going to be hosted. That is held on September 9th and September 10th. So if we take a quick look at the calendar here, the semifinals are going to happen in, so from this Monday when the tournament starts, it's going to happen in 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. Yep, 4 weeks. So essentially 4 weeks after the start of the tournament, the semifinals are going to be taking place. So take that as you will. It means this is going to be a long, drawn-out tournament on our way to Clash of Champions, where I believe the finals are going to happen. You guys can get your tickets there to that semifinals right there. Once again, that is on Monday Night Raw, September 9th, and Smackdown Live on the 10th, if you guys would like to check that out. Once again, though, we are going to look at the actual participants, though, in the King of the Ring tournament, and everybody is excited for this. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so pumped for Monday to come around and for this tournament to begin. And I also would really, really, really like to do a video for you guys where I am going to showcase my bracket, and we're going to kind of look at our predictions moving forward. I hope I can get that done before this weekend. This would be the way that I would make my bracket, so it might be a how I would book King of the Ring type of video. And then we're going to probably make a full-on predictions once the brackets are actually revealed. So I'll show you guys what my brackets are right here after we announce which superstars are in King of the Ring. So what we have in King of the Ring right now, from Raw, we are going to get Baron Corbin, Cesaro, Cedric Alexander, Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, and Miz. So a solid 8 over there on Monday Night Raw. And SmackDown, their 8 superstars are going to be Ali, Andrade, Apollo Crews, Buddy Murphy, Chad Gable, Elias, Kevin Owens, and Shelton Benjamin. So that is kind of interesting. There is a lot of possibility right there for some swerves through storylines and everything that you love in wrestling. But then, everybody, I did a little something right here. I went ahead and I made my version of what I think is going to happen in King of the Ring and how I would book it if I was the head booker for this King of the Ring tournament. So if you take a little look on the screen here, I kind of partnered them all up on the screen. We had Elias and Ricochet, Buddy Murphy, Samoa Joe, Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, Drew McIntyre, Ali on the left side, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, Apollo Crews, Andrade, The Miz, Cesaro, Chad Gable. And as I was creating this thing, I'm sure you guys have seen this, I've been kind of promoting this thing, but as I was creating this thing, I thought you need to have a good mix of babyface heel dynamics with the options of upsets. And when I was looking at potential upsets, I was looking at Samoa Joe being one guy who could be upset. But I think with the way that Samoa Joe is intertwined with this Roman Reigns storyline, I believe that it's probably going to be Roman Reigns opponent from SmackDown Live, Buddy Murphy, who faces Samoa Joe in the first round. So that's kind of why I had him there. Elias versus Ricochet. I think Elias is going to get knocked out in the first round because the 24/7 championship is going to play a factor in that. Cedric Alexander versus Shelton Benjamin, I think, is absolutely a great idea if you want to have a great match and a great showcase for Cedric while not sacrificing a superstar who really has any momentum behind him. So that is why I would have that match there. Drew McIntyre versus Ali. I would have that one because Ali will get over in a defeat in the first round against Drew McIntyre. If he can push him to his limit, and you would get a great match right there, and it would continue to build up this babyface support of Ali that he's been getting. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn on the other side, I think, is just a great first round matchup because it will create some doubt in Kevin Owens' mind. If he's able to beat him, there's going to be a cool story with it. It's a good first round matchup. You always like seeing those good first round matchups where there is link between superstars. I go back to like Johnny Gargano versus Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa in the Cruiserweight Classics. DIY kind of as a team there. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, while they are both on opposite sides of being baby faces and heels now, they are still linked somewhat, so that would be a really cool dynamic in the first round. Corbin versus Cruz. Apollo Crews, again, that's going to be a showcase match for him, but Corbin is the much bigger star. He will pick up the win, and he will get booed for it, which is good. Andrade versus The Miz. The Miz needs to go out first round simply because he can't stay in there too long. There's too many other baby faces who need to be pushed further in the tournament. Miz will go out first round to either Andrade or somebody like Samoa Joe. I believe that's going to happen at least. And then Cesaro versus Chad Gable. I think that Chad Gable will upset Cesaro. Now, again, everybody, these are just my predictions on the whole thing. I'll give you guys a full video and I'll break it down hopefully before the tournament actually gets underway. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on King of the Ring. If you guys would really like, I could post a blank tournament sheet like this and you guys could fill it in. Maybe we could do that over on Twitter. Let me know if that's something that interests you. And then some news that broke earlier this week. Roman Reigns has officially signed a multi-year contract with WWE. Good news. Good news. Roman Reigns is locked in. You know, they weren't going to let him go. But, yeah. Roman Reigns is signed. I don't know what his actual contract is, but apparently he has signed a new multi-year deal with WWE. Reigns signed the deal last month, and although the contract length is unknown at the time, he'll be contracted to WWE for at least a few more years. So probably 3 years of a contract, between 3 and 4 year contract for Roman Reigns. Wouldn't even be surprised if it was a 5-year contract, considering he was, Vince McMahon was shelling out a lot of 5-year contracts there. So that's some exciting news if you guys are a Roman Reigns fan. I'm happy to hear that Roman's going to be around for a long time. He is their biggest star that they have. Austin Theory, however, is coming to the WWE. Austin Theory was in the crowd for NXT TakeOver, and to the surprise of nobody knew who he was. Very, very quiet for Austin Theory, but that is a man who I'm curious to watch and see how he develops. Obviously, he has a lot of potential because Triple H sees everything in him. He got signed to the Performance Center. You know, it seems like they made a big deal about him on the WWE Network. It's almost like they're grooming Austin Theory to be the next guy to come through, the next big man, but they want him to be their own big man from Evolve, right? So yeah, Austin Theory, he's coming in along with 8 new signees. Crazy. Let's read them out right now. So Austin Theory and Santana Garrett lead a new class of WWE signees heading to the Performance Center. Both Theory and Garcia, along with 7 other signees, highlight a class that has not only signed developmental deals with WWE, but have also reported to training at the Performance Center this week. So yes, Austin Theory, let's take a look at the full names. Here they are. Theory is a current Evolve champion, but did recently make an appearance at NXT TakeOver Toronto ringside, and did say he would return to WWE through NXT. Theory won the Evolve title from Fabian Eichner last December in a triple threat match that also featured Roderick Strong. Garrett is a former Shine and Women's of Wrestling champion who previously had experience competing in WWE. She wrestled in the first Mae Young Classic in 2017, losing to Piper Niven in the opening round. Also announced as part of this class are former football players Tahuti Miles and EJ Naduka, semi-pro basketballer player Alexander Jaksic, hip-hop artist Brianna Brandy, jiu-jitsu champion Rita Rios, Muay Thai instructor Marcos Gomez, and Chilean wrestler Catalina Garcia. Several of the new signees, including Brandy and Miles, have attended WWE tryouts within the past couple of years. So, some unique names coming on in. They're going to need to be changed because, man, those are tough names to announce on commentary. Welcome once again, though, everybody, to the live stream. If you are just tuning in, please make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. I see also people asking me about the calls. We will get to your guys' live calls. We just go through the news first, and then we get to your calls usually around the 25-minute mark of the show. All right, everybody? So if you would like to call in live to the show, you can head on over to our Discord. The link is down in the description below. You can talk about any news, rumors, any stuff from the previous week. All that will be taken care of in the second half of this show. But yeah, speaking of taking care of things, Goldberg is content with never wrestling again. That might have been the worst transition I've ever done, but that's okay. We're on to the next piece of news right now. Goldberg addresses the possibility of him continuing to wrestle. So essentially what he said, no, I mean, I'd be content never stepping foot back in the ring again, but I don't know, man. It's not something I aspire to do, but it's something I don't know. I have no idea. I really don't. So all I hear right there is an old man who doesn't know if his body's going to hold up anymore, and that's rightfully so. So Goldberg, hey, there you go. That is what it is. Let's talk a little bit about some old men as well. So AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels. It almost happened. However, the old man Shawn Michaels turned down the younger old man AJ Styles. So a dream match that just didn't end up happening. This would be a dream match for me as well. Honestly, my dream match is Shawn Michaels versus HBK. Oh, what the hell did I just say there? Shawn Michaels versus AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels versus Dolph Ziggler are two of the ones that I have always wanted to see. And it would have been awesome if we could have got Shawn versus Styles, but we didn't. So this was when he was speaking to... What is this? Yeah, when he was speaking to Kathy Kelly on WWE Now. I would have loved the opportunity of gotten in the ring with him. I'm not sure what it is about Shawn and that the people seem to like. Oh wow, these guys are one and the same. I would like to think that there are so many great matches by Shawn, and hopefully there are a lot of great matches that you see me in. And that's the comparison. That we're able to put on a show no matter who is in the ring with us. It's certainly a compliment. I asked Shawn about a match and he said no. That's on Shawn, guys. I can't do anything about that, but I would love to have the opportunity to have that match. But I get where he's coming from, too. It's one of those things where if you say you're going to retire, now granted, he has had a match after his retirement, one match, but I understand not really wanting to do it. When I retire, I want to stay retired, too. So you get a little mindset or a view into the mindset there of AJ Styles. But as we stay on the AJ Styles train right now, let's talk a little bit about more from this interview with Kathy Kelly, because he said everything you do in NXT doesn't translate in front of the big man. The big man being Vince McMahon. Let's find out what he means by that, though. This all came about when he was discussing the potential idea of an OC versus Undisputed Era match. I think Adam Cole will be one of those guys, and Undisputed Era would definitely work well in the WWE. There's a number of guys and girls, if I'm being honest. Do things change when you get to the main roster? 100%. Everything that you do in NXT doesn't translate in front of Vince McMahon. So there will be some changes, and if you're able to adapt to those changes, you will be, and still be you at the time, I think you'll be very successful. When asked about the potential of OC versus Undisputed Era feud, Styles said, I think that would be something that everybody would want to see. The Undisputed Era against the OC. Does that mean we're going to have to get a fourth? I guess so, because there's only 3 of us. You guys catch that one? Let's read that line once again. Does that mean we're going to have to get a fourth? I guess so, because there's only 3 of us. Think about that really, really closely right there. That line right there was held from a WWE interview. Kathy Kelly conducting this interview. Look into that line all you will, but Finn Balor would be my choice of the 4th with the club. The OC. The only club that matters, and not the Balor Club anymore. Not that I think that the 3 of us couldn't beat all 4, but maybe there will be a time and place to find out. Very interesting stuff right there from AJ Styles as well. And one more thing with AJ, he is going to be set to face Braun Strowman on August 19th. So this upcoming, I think it's this upcoming, right? Yeah, it's this upcoming Monday Night Raw. Braun Strowman will take on AJ Styles one-on-one for the United States Championship. Very intriguing to see where this goes. I'm pumped to see that one. Now let's talk a little bit about one of my favorite announcers in WWE, and this makes me so very happy. I'm going to switch over to the big screen just for a second because I really want to emphasize this point. Corey Graves, thank you for what it is you're about to say. Thank you for doing this on commentary, and thank you for still portraying a commentator as a real commentator. Awesome stuff from Corey Graves right now. Let's get into it. So, Corey Graves, right here, he says that he prefers to not know what's going to happen on shows he calls. Abso-freaking-lutely. That is where you get the best calls. That is where you get the best live calls. That is where you get the pure reactions. And when he says, holy shit, it's real. So take a listen to this right now. Not knowing everything that is going to happen on the television. A lot of that is as much as my preference, as it is not really an audience, I guess. Audience? I don't know what that word is. Weird. It is not something they told me. I can't know things. I feel like it's more enjoyable for me, and my ability to convey the emotion is better when I can be surprised or be unsure that I don't know what the finish is. Some people like to know every punch, but that is going to be thrown, or every aspect of every match, and I don't like that. It's just my personal preference, and I've somehow managed after all these years to be a fan to a certain extent, and I feel like that has lended itself to me being successful as a commentator. Obviously, I look at it with my own slant and my heavy bit of sarcasm, but I don't like to know. There is nothing more exciting to me than to this day, after being with the WWE for how long, and that I've been here, and just being surprised. I think all of us ultimately are fans, as jaded or as pissed off as people can get, but we still put up with everything that is good, bad, or indifferent because we are fans, and we want the good stuff. In the event that something happens and something is shocking, there's no better feeling than going, holy shit, I didn't know that's what was going to happen. I love that, and I hope that everyone feels that way. Corey Graves, thank you. That is a huge thing to have on commentary, and it's why you come across as so organic, so natural. Corey, absolutely amazing, man. Thank you so much for being that type of commentator. Because that's the type of commentator I like being. That's exactly the type of commentator I like to be. So let's have a little bit of news here on Sheamus. He says he's trying to get better as he misses the ring. Literally no other way to say it. I'm trying to get better. I miss the ring. So hopefully Sheamus is going to be okay in the future. Let's talk a little bit about this question, though, as Braun Strowman thinks a feud between himself and Drew McIntyre could sell out arenas. I want to know a little bit more on his thought process here. So Strowman has his eyes on the prize. Essentially, he's... Wow, okay, actually, let me go back on that. So here's the little quote right here from Braun Strowman. He says, Andre the Giant has got to be the man on the bucket list of anyone I could wrestle. For anyone on the current roster, it's Drew McIntyre. I believe if we tell the story right and they put the right match with us, then we can sell out any arena in the world. It's just two larger-than-life human beings going at it like bulls, and there's just something so special about that. He's not wrong. I'm a big fan of gimmick matches like Last Man Standing or Fall Count Anywhere because they just end up like the Wild West. You never know what's going to happen. No rules, no holds barred, anything goes, let's get after it. Frig. That would be good. That would be good. A full-on feud with the right match over a title would be awesome. Maybe about, you know what, if they end up not going for the, if they end up wanting to do Drew McIntyre versus Braun Strowman at Hell in a Cell for the United States Championship, if they want to take the U.S. title off of AJ Styles, I'm for that. I'm all for that. That would be a good match. What do you guys think about that? All right, here we go. Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse box set sells out in less than 3 hours, and you don't know how damn important this little bit of information is right now. Not because it has anything to do with news or rumors or anything, but it's going to continue to back up the part and the confidence with WWE, meaning there's going to be more Firefly Funhouse stuff. There's going to be more stuff transitioned into the Firefly Funhouse that can be made into merchandise. Because if it's that hot of a seller, man, they're going to push Bray. They're going to keep this character how it is. They're going to not screw it up because it is a moneymaker. So very good stuff. Yowie wowie, right? But yeah, it sells out in under 3 hours. Absolutely amazing. Let's head on over to Twitter, though, right now, as I've got a Twitter video for you guys that I think we need to hear. I think a lot of us need to hear this one. Biggie.
A big topic of discussion amongst sports fans at the moment, and a lot of teams boycotting. They won't go to the White House when they win their titles. If you were invited, would the New Day go with their championships?
Oh, man. Obviously, we're not a big fan of what's going on with the administration, and I can't say it's something that I'd be excited to do. So I have no desire to go to the White House currently. We have a lot of problems in our country. It's a beautiful country, and there's a lot to celebrate and applaud. But just a lot of the rhetoric that comes out of the White House is something that obviously we're not supportive of. So I have no desire to go to the White House.
Of course, it's.
So there you go. So Big E with no desire. Should they be invited to the White House to go? And obviously the political landscape has the main reason behind that. And this is where his follow-up question really sticks in with my mind, because listen to Big E right now.
It's more so not necessarily about the person in charge, but more so the respect of visiting such a historic venue, visiting the president and something like that, and sort of respecting the office more so than the man or the administration. Yeah,
when there's a man in the White House that we really respect, then I think there might be an opportunity to go. But I obviously.
There you go. That's all you really need to hear from him. He's also saying right at the end that he doesn't see them get invited anytime soon. Also a little video right here, guys, to go kind of on the fun side of things. One of my favorite superstars coming on up through the ranks, Eric Buggs, I think. Yeah, Eric Buggs. Rick Buggs, sorry. He used to be called Eric Bugenhagen. So anyways, here he is. Oh, come on, load in, man. Don't do this to me. It's Sportsnet all over again. Let's try reloading this page. How about that?
Holy is that Elias? Hey, dude, let's jam sometime, man. Wicked spins. What do you say?
Yeah, hey,
I can hit some beats.
Oh yeah, we'll get to it sometime, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Sometime.
What does he mean? What's that all about? You just blow me off?
Oh, the guy is walking charisma, man. He is a walking charisma board. And then I'm not going to show you this, guys, because I will get copyrighted if I do show you this, but I think I should pass the news along to every single one of you that the fellow YouTuber Hot Ones, actually I don't know what the guy's actual name is. I've only watched a few Hot Ones, but there is a Hot Ones with Stone Cold Steve Austin now. So everybody, if you want to go watch that, just look up Hot Ones, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Essentially what Hot Ones is, it is where they go up the ladder of heat with wings and hot sauce. I don't know if I'm doing a great job explaining this. And then they eat the wings, and the reactions. I gotta watch it still. I haven't been able to watch it, but yeah. Stone Cold Steve Austin, I bet you it's going to be funny. Oh, hell yeah! All right, everybody, that brings us to the live calls part of the show. If you don't know what the live calls are all about, you can ask any questions that you have. All you need to do is go down to our Discord. The link is down in the description below. You can call in live to this show. It's that simple. Ask me anything that your heart desires. We'll get to most of your calls here today, hopefully. So here we go. Let's plug my headphones in. Head on over there, guys. Once again, the Discord server. Get in the live call wait room, and let's hear what you have to say. So everybody, head on over there. Up first, we're going to talk to... let's talk to Conman 167 Superfan, I believe. All right. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the show. Conman 167 Superfan, you there? Your microphone and headphones are muted, so you can't hear me, so you're not on next. Let's go with Alana Spain, all right? Hey, Alana Spain, how you doing, buddy? Atlanta, Spain, one more time. Hey, Atlanta, Spain, how you doing, man? All right, Atlanta, Spain doesn't want to talk. If you guys are in the live call wait room, please be ready to talk. Let's try one more time with B. Gillis, all right? Hey, B. Gillis, how you doing, buddy? All right, 0 for 3. B. Gillis, you there? Oh for 3. Is it going to be one of those days, guys? Come on now. Who's ready to talk? Hey, be ready to talk now, folks. Let's go with Sparks, all right? Hey, Sparks, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Oh, hey, I'm here.
Look at you. Look at you. You're actually able to talk to us.
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm doing good.
Good to hear, my friend. So, what would you like to talk about in this wacky world of wrestling today? What's on your mind?
Let's see, what's on my mind? What's gonna happen now that Sasha Banks is back?
Definitely gonna feud with Becky Lynch. I wouldn't be surprised if she's the one to take the title off of Lynch to really push this boss character, right? That's probably the direction they're going.
Ooh, yeah.
Would you like to see that?
I was shocked that she returned, but then I was also shocked that she turned heel, and it's not well, first of all, now she has blue hair.
Right?
Let's get that straight.
Like, what's going on there, man, right? It looks badass.
Yeah.
We gotta admit, it looks pretty badass. I can't wait to see what her heel attire is going to look like.
I mean, honestly, I'm ready for her to become champion again. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. Say that.
It definitely will. It's an exciting time in the women's division, which is honestly the spark that they needed, because don't get me wrong, as much as I love Natalya versus Becky Lynch and Ember Moon versus Bayley was just okay, it was still like a unique thing to see, like different superstars get opportunities at SummerSlam. But yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm very excited to see Sasha Banks back in a title picture.
Yeah.
Anything else that you would like to talk about here today, Mr. Sparks?
Do you think NXT is going to bring back War Games for the third year in a row?
I think so, yeah. I can see that going down. It seems like that's essentially NXT's version of Hell in a Cell. You know, that's their cage that they build up to once a year. It's probably going to stick around for quite some time. It seems like that's their big gimmick pay-per-view.
Oh, and if they do, who do you want to see in it?
Oh, wow. Okay, so I would want to see if the Street Profits are still tag team champions. I would like to see them be a part of it because I think they would be really, really incredible inside of War Games. And that would mean you're probably going to look to line up the tag team opponents, whoever it is. I'm not sure if it's Undisputed because they've been in a lot of them already. But if you want to go the 4 Undisputed members versus, say, Street Profits, maybe Tommaso Ciampa's after Adam Cole at the time for the NXT Championship, and how about an up-and-coming babyface? I don't know. You fill in that third spot with an up-and-coming babyface, and there's your team against Undisputed. What would you have in there?
Oh, that's a good question. I definitely want to see Undisputed for a third time. Like, don't get me wrong, Undisputed in those matches, like, those guys know how to work together. So yeah, 4 Undisputed against, oh my gosh, it's along with Matt Riddle and Velveteen Dream.
All right, I'm in. Yep, I'm sold. Matt Riddle inside of War Games would be awesome. Yeah, I'm sold for Matt Riddle to be in there. There's your that third guy that needs to be in there. Absolutely. Yep, I agree with you. Matt Riddle needs to be in there. That would be really cool. That'd be really cool, man. I think that's a good way to leave this call. So thank you so much for calling in, and make sure you call back in the future.
Yeah, I'll be sure to do that. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Have a good day, man.
All right, bye.
All right, here we go. So let's get on with Chief Matt. How about Chief Matt? All right. Chief Matt. Let's go with Chief Matt. So Chief Matt, you're up next. Hey, Chief Matt, how you doing, my friend?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. What would you like to talk about here today in the world of wrestling?
Once again, good meeting you at SummerSlam.
Oh, I met you, eh?
Yeah, Matthew Beno.
Oh, you're Matthew Beno. Oh, shoot. Hey, Matthew, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, that changes the call here. Know that I know that it's you. Okay, sweet. Yeah, it was great meeting you, man.
So, with the Braun and AJ Styles match, who do you think is walking out?
See, I think they might be looking to take the title off of AJ Styles already because they want to have the OC up in the main title picture. I feel like they might be going back towards a Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles, but this time AJ is a definitive heel and Rollins, you know what I mean? Like, I know they were the definitive heel before, but like this feels like they might be going back that way. And they want to try to build Braun Strowman up some more. So I could see Braun taking the U.S. title off of Styles, and then Styles obviously being pissed off to all hell, and then maybe blaming Seth Rollins for it. Something like that.
Yeah.
What about you? Where do you think what's gonna happen there?
Well, I think Braun will take it. Like, I think Ricochet and Seth Rollins will get involved.
Okay.
And, like, after Gallows and Carl Anderson get involved, Ricochet and Seth will take out the two and have Braun Strowman finish off AJ Styles.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
To take the title.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. So then AJ would then be pissed off at multiple people, and maybe the OC. Would you like to see, this is just me thinking out loud here, would you like to see AJ Styles enter into kind of like a Freebird rule with the OC with the tag team championships?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be something that you would consider?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, cool.
Oh, quick question.
Absolutely.
Since, like the characters from the Conman Universe, are they going to be moving over to 2k20?
So where I'm at right now is the 2K20, we don't have any way to actually transfer the characters.
No, I meant create them.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Like, I will have to recreate them, and I will try to recreate the characters as much as possible. You know, it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of flipping back and forth between 2K19 and 2K20 to get them exactly how I want them. But I do plan to continue the Conman Universe in 2K20, and I do hope that the characters are essentially going to continue over. They might look a little different, but they're still going to be the same characters, same names, sort of thing.
Now here's where it gets scary. Are you going to have the Fiend in the Conman Universe?
Oh, the Fiend. He might just be lurking back there for weeks and weeks and weeks, and you guys might just have to watch and see if he ever debuts.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you a straight answer there, man. Got to have a little bit of interesting stuff for that.
I've already pre-ordered the game.
Have you? All right. So where did you pre-order that? Just you Googled it and it was there?
No, I went to EB Games.
Oh, okay, cool. So they sell that through EB Games. Cool.
Yeah, I got the 20th Smackdown edition.
Nice, man. Enjoy it.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I can't wait for it to come out. It's
I get it on my birthday.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome,
December.
man.
Well, I turned 24.
You turned 24?
Yeah.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
You're 24?
Yeah.
No way. Really?
I was born December in 95. Do the math.
Okay, no, I totally believe that. Man, dude, I met you in person. I'm so sorry. I thought you were a lot younger.
No.
All right, man. Well,
No.
that was awesome meeting you and awesome talking to you today. Anything else that you want to get off your chest before we move on to the next call?
With the Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch, do you think they should have a Hell in a Cell match to determine who wins the title?
Probably, yeah. I think that's probably the way that they should go. They might have, honestly, it feels like they're probably going to do something at Clash of Champions that either leads to the Hell in a Cell match or there's a title change and the rematch happens in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
But it feels like that's the direction that it's going to go in.
She's the bitter blue bitch.
The bitter blue bitch, yes. All right,
All
buddy.
right, Con, that's all I have.
Awesome to hear, awesome to talk to you, and thank you so much for calling in.
No problem. Bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. Let's go with we gotta go with Jack, right? Jack. Okay, Jack, you're in. Jack.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going, buddy?
It was nice seeing you at SummerSlam.
You saw me at SummerSlam?
I would have if I was there.
Ah, yeah. You would have, man. You weren't there though. So what are you doing?
I was at Mania. I think that's good enough.
No. SummerSlam, biggest party of the summer. It's warm out.
Biggest party of the spring.
All right, buddy. So, wrestling this week. What'd you think? What do you want to talk about?
I want to tell you a knock joke.
A knock joke. Is it wrestling related? Because if it's Bray Wyatt asking me to be let in, like I'm gonna have to kill you.
Okay. Knock.
Who's there?
Cargo.
Cargo. Who?
Cargo. Beep beep.
Holy crap, Jack. I can't believe I used to do a podcast with you. What the hell? All right, man. So
what is happening now?
What do you mean what's happening now? You're on the call. You're the one calling me. You got to talk about stuff.
Would you like to see a fatal five-way between the Lucha House Party?
Okay, let me get in your thought process right here, Jack. Out of all of the questions you have to possibly answer or to ask me, you go with, would you like to see not just a triple threat, a fatal five-way, but with the Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
And the Lucha House Party suck. And so if you want my actual thoughts on that, the Lucha House Party can go F themselves. I hate them. And no, I do not want to see a fatal five-way.
I want to see all five of them as the Co-24/7 champions.
No. Oh, the Loser House Party. That was the greatest thing that was ever coined because it represents them entirely. They're losers.
Lars Sullivan can beat them all up again and take the 24/7 title.
Yes, Lars 24/7. I need it.
Where's Lars?
Lars, he was... I don't know what's going on with him right now. He got injured, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know any other news on that right now when he's supposed to be back. Last that I heard was that he was ahead of schedule, so he might be close to getting back. I think it was 4 to 6 weeks, but I could be wrong.
Well, someone needs to kiss his boo-boo and get him back in the ring.
Yes, I agree. Lars is a monster, and it's great every time that he's around.
Are you excited for the new stuff in this year's game for WWE 2k20?
Nope. Yeah, I am. No, I'm actually pumped, man. It's going to be good. I think with the fact that they're no longer with Ukes, I think is very exciting because it's a brand new developer coming in and getting a fresh look at things, which it desperately needed. The games have been stale for the last 4 years.
True.
It needs some refreshing things, and like honestly, starting it off with a pre-order bonus of Bray Wyatt as the Fiend is a good way to go. Hearing that there is going to be like you can wrestle in the Wyatt compound, there's a few other spooky places. It's a good start. It sounds more like what a DLC should be, as opposed to just adding in new characters that you can easily create on Create a Suite, right?
Yeah, they were bad at DLC in the past.
Yeah, it's been poor DLC. So if they want us to give us their money, if they really want us to get invested in this game and you want content creators creating some amazing stuff from it, they gotta unlock some more options in the game and they gotta give us some more freedom, I guess, with it. You know,
I can't wait for GM mode.
I can't either. Like it honestly, it feels like sometimes it's too much of a game that is meant for picking up for 1 or 2 matches and then putting the controller down. You know, It doesn't have enough replayability, and unless you're a content creator, there's really nothing that you can do with it. So I'm excited for GM mode, for sure.
I hope it's back.
Yes.
How
hopefully.
hard would it be to add story mode, though? I mean, story creator.
Well,
I don't think it would be that hard.
It's
Give
not
it
hard
up.
because they were doing it in 2008. Like they're doing it in 2005 even. It's not hard.
Give it back.
Yeah, like when they switched over from PS3 to PS4 and they took all those aspects away from the games, it was like, okay, you expect it to be back in the next year when all the developers just realize how to build it again.
Yes.
But then they're adding it in a decade later as it's like new content. You're like, no, it's not new content. I rented this game from Blockbuster and had more fun playing then than I did now, which is a true story.
All I want to do is make my Lucha House Party story. I can't do it.
Well, that's probably a good thing, Jack. That's probably a really good thing.
You know what? You're not wrong.
All right, man. Last question. If you have anything more that you want to talk about.
I like your new setup. Let's talk about it for the next hour.
Next hour, the setup. You like the what's your favorite light? You like the red, the green, the blue?
I love the hints of the colors. You got your plaque in the background. Everything just looks tight.
It looks tight, doesn't it?
It looks good. It looks good, bro.
Thanks, man. I'm so happy with how it turned out. It's actually really funny because when I moved here to this place, I was supposed to be in the other room on the other side of the house. And it just didn't really have a good feel, and it had an overhead ceiling fan, so we wanted that in the bedroom, right? Yeah. But in this room here, it actually had this wood paneling already on the backdrop, and I was like, oh, okay, I can do something with this, and now it's sitting at this cool-looking room. Very slick, in my opinion.
Yeah, the last background was classic, but this one beats it.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, and I'm glad that other people are enjoying it as well.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, baby. All right, man. I'm going to get on to some more callers, though. Thank you so much for calling in.
You better do that.
All right.
Talk to them. Make them happy.
Also, I did see your mod application there. Just chat in the chat right now for a second, if you don't mind. I can make that happen.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're going to be one of the 3 for sure. I can let you know that right now. So if you chat in the chat, I'll make you into mod right now.
Yo.
There you go. All right, Jack. Welcome back here to Team Blue. It's great to have you, man.
Been a long break, but Jack's back.
Welcome. Just chat again just to make sure that it worked, if you don't mind.
Oh, yes, I will do that now.
Beauty, man.
Hello.
And
hooray.
Slow-ass typer, man. My God. There you go.
I have to open YouTube.
All right, Jack. Great to see you. Welcome to Team Blue, and thanks again for calling, man.
Okay, goodbye. Compliment the next person as soon as they get on the line for me.
All right, will do. Talk to you later, Jack. Bye.
Bye.
All right, let's talk to Thomas Noble. Hey, Thomas Noble, Jack says you're awesome. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello, Jack says you're awesome. Welcome.
Actually, it's Thomas.
Oh, it's Thomas. Yeah, I said Thomas. Did I say Nathan? I thought I said Thomas. I might have said Nathan, but I thought I said
You
Thomas.
said Jack. You said Jack.
Oh, I said Jack says you're awesome. That's what I said. Yeah, he said to compliment the next caller as soon as you get on, so that's what I'm doing. You're awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
this is
Thomas.
the first time you just made a mistake of calling me someone else.
It was not on purpose. All right, buddy, what's your question here today?
My question is concerned about the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships.
Okay.
Who's most likely going to get the titles off of Bliss and Cross? Because the Kabuki Warriors tried twice, but most likely failed. Who do you think should take the titles besides the Kabuki Warriors?
See, I'm not connecting at all with the Kabuki Warriors. They've done nothing for me since they've become a group. They've kind of been pushed to the wayside, and so I actually don't think they're going to be the group that takes the titles off them. I actually think that Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville will. And the reason for that is because Fire and Desire, they're a combination of superstars who have been around for a while. And yes, there's singles wrestlers who happen to just kind of cross paths, but they can also compete in the tag team division. And I think with the recent push behind Sonya Deville for her being the first open lesbian WWE superstar in the WWE, I think that they're probably going to go that direction to try to expose her a little bit more to more eyes with some championship gold. So I truly think that Fire and Desire is going to pick up that win at some point.
Yeah, I agree. if you get the chance, can you get my brother on the phone because he has like 2 rants for Elias and Shane McMahon.
All right, so let's swap over to Nathan Noble then, my friend, unless you got one other thing that you would like to talk about.
No, actually, I want Nathan to talk. I'm still on here.
Okay, so we can only have 2 people in here or 1 person in here at a time with me, so I got to put you back over to the live call rate room, all right?
Yeah, of course.
All right, thanks for calling, man. Nathan Noble, how you doing, my friend? Nathan, you there, buddy? Thomas, your brother didn't answer.
I think because he muted his mic.
Well, no idea what's going on there, but if you got one last question,
I think he muted his mic. He forgot to unmute it.
Okay, but do you have anything else that you would like to talk about before we move on to the next caller then? While he's just figuring out how to unmute it.
Well, my brother, if my brother's not unmute his mic, I have a rant for my own for Elias.
All right, let's hear it then.
Elias, if you're watching this, fuck off with your officiating. Like, why? Quick, 1, 2, 3, like that? You got to be sick. Like, I wish I was in the blue brand. I could spear your ass, jackhammer your ass, and same thing with Shane McMahon, or AKA Shane McFarty Pants. I'm just sick of you making things worse for the blue brand. And yes, and 1, you're not the biggest acquisition for Smackdown. That's Roman Reigns, you stupid idiot. And two, second of all, you should be in the unemployment line because apparently you just make every town, every country, including Canada, feel bad about themselves. You should be unemployed, being beaten down by bystanders, and close also me, and also I can beat Shane McMahon, and most importantly, you suck.
Well, you feel better now, man?
Yes.
Good. Good. I'm so glad you got that off your chest. We're going to move on to the next caller, though, man, and great little rant.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Have a good day, Thomas.
Later.
Bye. All right. So that happened. You guys are some of the most passionate fans in the entire world. It's absolutely amazing. So we got time for one more caller. I am going to try to get Nathan Noble on here. So Nathan, let's get you on. Nathan, how's it going, man?
Hello?
Hello, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing good, Colin. How are you, man?
I'm doing fantastic. Your brother just ranted in my ear, and he said that you got a couple more for us. So are you ready to unleash your rant?
Okay, alright, now, Elias, what the fuck? You idiot! I don't understand! You completely lost it there! A fast cow! Come on! Oh, I don't understand this anymore! You've done this shit! I cannot believe you made the fast car on Kevin Owens! Now, what Kevin is about to do right now is gonna stun you to hell! Stone Cold Kevin Owens, I'm gonna get your ass! Alright, Elias, you're gonna be in trouble, and so does Shane McFarty. You're done! You're finished!
Oh my god, Becca just came in asking if I was crying. I'm laughing so hard. What the hell is with you Noble brothers? Oh my god. Wow, alright.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so glad you guys are able to use this as a platform and you don't just go home with that rage built inside of you. Like, come on, oh my god.
Okay, let's get to start the question before I get a little temper, alright?
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, it's
King of the Ring tournament, okay?
Yep.
Well, my favorite to win this year's King of the Ring tournament would be Ricochet, because you see comment, you see in the independent scene, Ricochet is calling himself King Ricochet to be exact.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion. So who you think is your choice of superstars of WWE? Who you think should win the King of the Ring next Monday night?
So I love your idea of going back to King Ricochet as well. Like that's pretty cool. I totally see Ricochet going deep in the tournament. I think for the sole reason that Kevin Owens is in the tournament, I think they are trying to make Kevin Owens Stone Cold Steve Austin 2.0. From the stunner to his promos to potentially winning King of the Ring. And if it's not Kevin Owens, and that's not the story that they're going towards, then I'm perfectly fine with it being somebody like Ricochet to go back to King Ricochet, or Drew McIntyre. I think Drew winning in the finals versus Kevin Owens, because he still has that allegiance to Shane McMahon, would also make a ton of sense, right?
Oh, what? Why? Wait a minute. How you think Drew McIntyre is getting involved for the King of the Ring tournament? I don't know if Drew McIntyre is not even going to win. He might actually could lose to someone else in the roster. I mean, look at the favorites, like Kevin, like you said, Kevin Owens, maybe Ricochet, but maybe. Here's the thing, that stunned me a little bit, Tom. It stunned me a little bit. If Kevin Owens somehow, some way, if he could pull this off, he would be King of the Ring. But I have been picked Kevin Owens to win this because, like you said, he's Stone Cold 2.0. I believe if Kevin Owens can pull this off and beat everyone in the roster to the tournament, I believe he can win the King of the Ring.
I agree. That's why I think that Kevin Owens should be the winner. And like I've been pulling up my my prediction chart, and I posted it over on Twitter, I posted it on YouTube, everything, like the brackets, everything. Like, I think Kevin Owens is going to win, and I think the finals is going to be Kevin Owens versus Drew McIntyre, just simply because that makes so much storyline sense in terms of Kevin Owens going up against Shane McMahon, and who else is going to be in the finals but one of Shane McMahon's main lackeys over the past few months, Drew McIntyre. I think it would be a very, very interesting finish. And also what it allows you to do is allows you to question yourself, is Shane going to get involved in this match? Is he going to cost Kevin Owens? And is it going to go the direction of a Drew McIntyre? Maybe you're not even going Drew. Maybe you're going Elias. Maybe Elias goes all the way as the big heel in the tournament. Or hell, a Baron Corbin as the big heel. But if Kevin Owens is going to win this tournament, he needs to face a giant heel in the finals so that everybody is behind Kevin Owens and you're not kind of splitting the crowd. So that's why Drew McIntyre to me, or Samoa Joe, there's a lot of people. There really is a lot of people who make sense in the finals, but Kevin Owens versus a big heel like Drew McIntyre is the direction I'm going.
One more question before you're about to cut off this live stream, all right?
All right.
So, I was thinking recently, let me see. Here he is. There's some questioning. Could Johnny Gargano? I've asked myself, what if Johnny Gargano could end up Raw and head into maybe shit to Smackdown? But it's obviously maybe Johnny Gargano maybe heading his way to Raw, because if Johnny Wrestling could attack Shane McMahon, but that's not a good idea. But here's the thing. The question I want to ask you is: Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, is headed to Raw, SmackDown, whatever you're choosing. Is Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, is headed to the main roster of WWE?
Yes, he is definitely heading to the main roster. I'm pretty sure. Being there in the live crowd for NXT TakeOver Toronto, it certainly felt like the send off for Johnny Gargano. He got 2 thank you Johnny. They gave him so much time after the match. It feels like he's going to the main roster. I would not be surprised in the slightest if Johnny Gargano is a SmackDown superstar going forward, just because of the crop of superstars that are in there. However, with the recent pushes for people like Buddy Murphy, for Andrade and others, it almost feels like he would be better suited for Raw at this point in the feud against someone like Sami Zayn.
Okay, so that's gonna do here for me for this weekend. Gone. Make sure to tap that little bell. Here's the YouTube app yet again. Always keep up with notifications. Click the YouTube app. And that's Monday night. You could do the live stream, the Kingdom Ring tournament, and make sure help him reach 200 or maybe 120 or maybe 190 subscribers on the YouTube, guys. Make sure help Con get that chance. Hashtag get Con chance.
Thank you, man.
Get Con get a chance.
Thank you. That hashtag could use some work, but we'll work on it. All right, buddy?
All right, Con. See you Monday.
All right, see you Monday. Thanks for calling. All right, everybody, but that brings us to an hour in the show, and you know what that means around the hour time. It's time for us to bid our adieu to the lovely Conman fans. Guys, thank you so much for being in here today, and thank you so much for returning to Hold the Rope. I know Hold the Rope had been away for nearly over a month, if I'm not mistaken, and it just fell to the wayside. There was busier things going on. Obviously, the move was one of the main things that kind of kept it to the wayside. But we are back here full time, everybody. We are back, good to go. We never ended up recording the podcast. I don't know what the future of the podcast is. I will find that out with Bob, as well as we discuss some maybe ways that we can revamp the Con and Bob podcast. I don't know which way we're going to go with it, but there is definitely some stuff that we have to discuss. So no podcast on Friday, but look for potentially a video this weekend of my thoughts on the King of the Ring and how I would book. I believe I'm going to break down my bracket that I created, and we're just going to see where it goes. So yeah, everybody, that's going to do it for the show here today. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Remember, go check me out on Discord. We do have a live chat room in there that is open all the time if you guys like the community here. So go join our Discord, and you can always chat with the great people in here. Also, make sure you are liking this video on your way out, and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and you can always become a member on this channel to support us every single month. Absolutely amazing if you guys do become a member. Your name gets turned green, you got a cool little Conman badge, and access to some emojis, and potentially get in the Conman universe. You can also skip the line if you would like to. All you got to do is become a part of Legends Row. But guys, like I said, that is the end of our show here today. Thank you so very much for watching. I've been Con, and that was HTR Hold the Rope.